Grand rising, beautiful sunflowers, beautiful sunshines, my most beloved party people, my most beloved angels. Hi, I'm Sunny. I'm your channel for spiritual guidance, transformation, building your new best fucking life, living a life of ease and peace and joy and happiness without fears and all of that stuff. Addiction recovery. So I'm building a new life after 20 years of addiction, and I'm just sharing on here every day as of now the things that I'm learning every day, the things that I feel like are important to share. So I'm learning something about receiving, and it's that I was so scared of receiving my whole life, and maybe this applies to you too. And the reason why that was the case was because receiving always meant for me that I would owe something in return. So I'd rather wouldn't receive, because then I didn't have to give anything back that I couldn't give. So I learned in my childhood, I learned that receiving something was conditional, it was transactional. If I received something, first of all, I received it with anger. I was giving it with anger. If I asked my parents, especially my father, for something, he will get so mad, he will get so angry, he didn't want to provide it. And if he ended up providing it anyway, because somehow he didn't have another choice, then he would give it with so much anger. He would not give it with love. He would be like, there you go. There you have it. And what's the energy of that? I learned that receiving something meant that I was overstepping my boundaries, or that I was doing something that wasn't appropriate. I learned that another person doesn't want to give me things. And with things, I mean not just material things, but like love, attention, time, effort, praise, validation. Whenever I received, I would get punished. And it would come with a charge, an energetic charge of guilt and shame. And that's how I learned that asking for things, that receiving things meant negative things in my life. It meant harm. It meant punishment. It meant that I now owed that person. It meant that that person now doesn't like me anymore because they were forced to give something to me. And if you grew up in a similar way, then maybe that's why you struggle with receiving. So maybe there's something there in it for you to observe, to go into, to sit with it, to detangle, to look at if you struggle with receiving. Another thing that I'm observing today is that I still was too nice. Today is the day when I decide to become unlikable. For the longest time of my life, I was being the good girl. I was the person who would just say yes and thank you to everything. People wanted something from me. I said yes without even hesitating. And so I'm so done with this. I'm so done with this, because it's truly like that. When people sense that you're a giving person, that you're a loving person, that you have a big heart, and that you also don't have any boundaries. When people sense that, they're going to take advantage of that, and you have to be aware of that. And yes, it's a beautiful gift to see the beauty in people. It's a beautiful gift to see the highest version of people, to trust people, to believe people when they tell you something, because you want to believe them, because you want things to be true. You want people to be beautiful people and don't have bad intentions. But the reality of things is that many people do have an agenda, especially men. And I'm not against men per se, but from experience, men do have an agenda most of the time. Women still are being looked at as sexual objects. Women are still being looked at something to extract from, even if it's not sexually. Men want women's energy in one way or the other, to play their girlfriends, to play something, to give them some sort of energy, to make them feel good, to lift them up, to be there for them emotionally and all of that stuff. And I'm not having it anymore. Like, what the fuck? You are not entitled to my energy. And just because you're a decent human being, just because people are nice to you and then they request something in return, as if being nice between humans wouldn't be the most, like, that should be a given. It should be a given that we're nice to each other. It should be a given that we treat each other with respect. But then if someone is nice to you and treats you with respect and even like does nice things to you, then somehow they feel entitled to your energy. They somehow feel entitled for you to give something that you don't want to give. They feel entitled to extract your kindness. And I'm so fed up with it. And this is the lesson I'm currently learning. And I'm no longer having it. So today I'm deciding that I'm locking it in. I'm no longer the good girl. I no longer care to be liked. I no longer care what anyone thinks of me. And if anyone judges me, if anyone thinks, oh, you're not being nice, your behavior isn't nice. No, because I'm not fucking nice anymore. Okay? I don't need to be nice. I am a loving person by heart. I'm a very generous person by heart. I fucking love humans. I love humans so much. I would do anything for humanity, for the unity of humanity. I'm here to build a future that is so much better than the status quo. I'm here to plant seeds of freedom and unity and abundance. I'm here to create an environment where people feel safe again, where people feel like they can open up to others around them again without being extracted from. I'm here to be a safe space. I'm here to create harmony. But if you fucking cross my boundaries, if you are trying to extract from me, if you're taking from me without respecting me, then I will not shy away from calling you the fuck out and even making sure that other people know how fucked up you are, all the fucked up things you do. So don't fucking mess with me. So today I'm deciding I'm gonna be so fucking unlikable. And that feels really good to me. But to get here, just in case you're still going through the good girl programming or the good boy programming, I get it. I get it. And I know how hard it is to speak up for yourself. I know how hard it is to establish these boundaries, especially if you were never taught how to have boundaries, especially if you're always told to not speak up for yourself. So it is a journey and it takes some time. It takes time to trust yourself. It takes time to rebuild, reclaim your voice and all of that. But it's a process, and I'm so proud of you if you're working on yourself. I'm so proud of you if you just take the smallest step to regaining your power. Yes, if you hide, no one can find you, no one can judge you. But you're also taking away your experience of joy, and abundance and happiness and fulfillment of life. Hiding is not going to get you the peace that you're looking for. And yes, people might come for you. People might judge you, will judge you. People will judge you. People will attack you in an online space, for example. People will come for you in an online space. People will talk behind your back. People will have their opinions about you. But why does that matter? Why does that matter? What does it do to you? It's only shitty people. It's only shitty people who are unintegrated, who don't know their worth, who don't know their depth, who don't know their power, who live in lack mentality, who live in victim mentality. It's only those people who will come for you. Because every single person who is integrated in their power, in their hearts, who live from their hearts, who love humans, who want to see others succeed, who celebrate the ones who are in their power, it's those people. They will be there celebrating you. They will be there supporting you. They will be there cheering you on. They will be there with you. And that's the ones that you want to have in your corner. And you will have these people in your corner once you come out of your shell and speak up about the things that aren't right. And for the rest, who wants to have them in their corner? I said this to my friend the other day. If you're eating at a local Thai restaurant, and I'm using this example because I'm currently in Thailand, eating at a local Thai restaurant, and there's a McDonald's next door, and there's people at McDonald's, and there's people at the local Thai restaurant. And you're at the local Thai restaurant, are you gonna go over to McDonald's and be like, hey guys, can you please all come over to the Thai restaurant so we can all be together? Or are you just gonna hang out with the people in the Thai restaurant and let the McDonald's people do their thing? And nothing against McDonald's, by the way. I mean, it's just an example, okay? I mean, I personally don't eat there anymore, but you do you, boo. But you know what I mean. Like, why do you want to convince other people to eat at your place when you already have the people that want to be there, that want to be around you, the people who want to eat at your table, who support you, who love you? Why go out of your way to convince the people from the other restaurant to be in your restaurant? You don't need to do that. It doesn't matter. Let them people be. And even if the people shout at you how stupid you are and whatever the fuck, just stop listening. Just stop caring. Who cares what these people think? So that's what I'm going through today. And it feels very fucking empowering to say all of these words, because I just used to be so fucking different. Let me tell you, I used to be such a good girl. I used to be such a people pleaser. I still was doing it like yesterday or the day before, because I still had this part in me that was like just seeing the good in people, you know, and just simply allowing too much. Allowing too much because it's just not in my nature to assume the worst in people. But now it's about, yes, you can see the best in people and still have your boundaries. You can see the best in people and still observe their behavior and act accordingly. Okay, so this is what I'm going through today. I might check in with you guys later. Lots of love. Hi, party people. So, doing this thing where I set to myself the goal to do new things every day after addiction, and it's not so much that I need to like do new things every day, because that overwhelms me and that's the last thing that we want, but it's more so getting out of my comfort zone every day. It's about Like, it's not about necessarily doing crazy shit, you know. It's more so about doing things that you previously didn't do, or even think a little bit different than you used to think before. Just something new every day, right? But again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. But today I came here to this beach, which is like pretty far away from where I'm staying, and it's super quiet, super amazing, and yeah, just wonderful. And I'm so grateful to myself that I did this, because it's so much easier. It's so much easier to go to the same beach all the time. It's so much easier to go to the same shops, to the same restaurants. And today I just went somewhere else. And I'm so proud of myself for that, because you really always get rewarded. And maybe it's not like in the way that you think. And again, like yesterday I spoke about like being rewarded, right? Like, it's not even a thing. Like, what do you expect, right? It's more so you doing the new thing is the reward. You experiencing your life is the reward. And that's what I mean with being rewarded. And that's truly what's happening right now. For me, I just feel very blessed right now, and I feel very proud of myself. And I let go of so much. Like, I'm thinking about, so I just wanna like lock in that today is the day when I release, and I just released it on this beach, when I release the belief that all fears always come true, because that's truly something that was still like within me, that I always thought about. I always believed like the worst case scenario will happen anyway. So I'm releasing this right now. Another thing, I've been reminiscing about drinking alcohol, because I quit drinking. I used to drink a lot. I was never like an alcohol addiction, like in the way that society defines it, but I used to drink a lot just in my younger days, you know, and I used to drink a lot. And so sometimes, so there's this group of teenagers in the water, and I was just like overhearing their conversations and stuff, and I'm just thinking about the good old days when I was partying and stuff. And but then I was thinking, you know, is it truly the alcohol that I miss, or is it being unhinged, being just, you know, showing your goofy side, being more honest, just like letting loose, right? Just letting go, like just dancing and singing and laughing out loud with friends and going on adventures. And for us, that always included alcohol. I don't know about you, but for us it truly did, which is, well, it's just what it was. But I'm like, I don't need to miss out on these things just because I no longer drink. And so I just have to remind myself of that, and that I can just be my goofy self whenever the fuck I want it. And I don't need any substance. I don't need anything outside of myself to make me feel good about this. The other thing I was thinking about is, you know, how, so I'm just here at this beach and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, am I happy right now? Because I had this thing in the past where I was in so-called paradise, and because I'm here, like that is literally paradise, like I am in paradise right now. But there was another time in my life, and I remember just sitting at the beach and just being there and just not being happy, despite the circumstances would be like, well, aren't you supposed to be happy? You're in paradise, right? And now I was thinking to myself, okay, a few years later, I'm in paradise again. How are you feeling? How are we feeling? Let's check in. And thing is that I truly feel so much better, like so much better than I used to feel. That's for sure. But then I was in the water and I was like, but I still kind of feel like I'm missing something. And I was thinking to myself, okay, what is it? And it's community, it's connection to other humans. And it's not that I don't try to do that, it's just that I haven't found the right people. And I told you a story about this dude, about my neighbor the other day, who left me a note and stuff, and I truly was open to receiving this new connection in my life, because that's what I've been longing for. But then you also always have to remember that just because things happen in your life, it doesn't mean that that's like, just because you're longing for something doesn't mean that something like that comes into your life, and then and that's the thing. You still have to be discerning. You still have to be on the lookout. Okay, wait, like you still have to check in with yourself. Like, is this what I want? Is this good for me? And it turns out it wasn't good for me. It turns out I wanted connection, and I know that's exactly why this happened, was because I was truly longing for connection so much, and I felt like I was missing it. And so I was trying to fill that void with another person, and we're just talking platonic, right? But that's besides the point. It's just about connecting from one human to another, and I was longing for it so much that I was presented with a reflection, with that reflection, because everything is always a reflection. Everything is always who you are being, is a reflection of who you are being. So this person like coming into my life and being like, hey, let's connect, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I would observe still, like, the beliefs that I had around this was like, people come and they want something in return, and that's what I believed 2 days ago. But here's the thing, I grow fast, baby, and I let go of things. Like, I catch things, I catch limiting beliefs. That's literally what I do. Like, that is my job. I catch limiting beliefs, I observe, and I see where blind spots are, and I see them. A lot of times I see them in other people before I see it with myself. But I'm definitely getting better at that. And so I would see like the red flags, right? I would see them, but and so I had this I still had this belief system. Well, people, especially men, come into your life and they want something in return. But there was another part of me, a bigger part of me, that just sees a person as a human, no matter of the gender, right? I don't care about the gender. You come into my life and I'm gonna evaluate, like, are you a good person? Like, a good person, but are you a person that I want to have in my life? But I see the human, right? I see a human, and I truly want to connect to a human, simply because of my human nature. And I think it's everyone's human nature. That's just human nature, that we want to connect to one another, because that's what makes it to be a human, right? That's what makes being a human fun, to connect with one another, to get to know one another, to expand our horizons and stuff, hear other people's stories. It's just so fucking interesting to me. And so I'm always interested in meeting humans. And but so I would like observe certain things, but I also was like, okay, like, well, I'm setting up my boundaries, like I'm making my boundaries clear, right? But I still I'm not judging a person for who they are. And so, but I had to realize fairly quickly that I was being given the reflection of my mindset, which was, man, they come into your life and they extract from you. They're being nice. They're nice. at the beginning until they're not, until they don't get what they want. And well, that's what's exactly what happens. So that's the thing. The reason why I'm telling you this is because it's like the one thing that you have to understand is that everything in your life is always a reflection of who you are, of what you believe. So, but that's also the thing. Like I don't see this thing as a negative thing that happened for me. I don't see it as it was just an event in my life, right? Like meeting this person, and then but just like being observant. Oh, okay, so this is what's happening, and that is information for me, right? So it's information for me, and so that was really helpful because this information showed me, okay, this is what I still believe. This is what the universe is gonna give to me. And so yeah, that's the news. What else? I'm gonna move to a new place tomorrow, and what's the other things that I was thinking about on the speech? Yes, very important, very, very important. I release the belief that things are conditional, and with things I mean love, abundance, joy, happiness, same thing, beauty, the beauty of life, just anything. Like I release the idea, the conditioning that I have to earn certain things, and also I have to return something to people when they are being nice to me, that then I owe them something. Because I think I said this at the beginning of the video, because that's not how it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to be is that we are humans and we connect with each other by being nice to each other, have respect for one another, see the humanity within each other, and respect each other for being gods in human bodies. And we see each other's depth, we see each other's stories, we witness each other's stories, we don't judge, we let people be, and we don't try to change them. All of that type of stuff. But if people aren't for us, that's okay. You don't have to like everyone, but we just have to let them be. But what we cannot do is that we try to connect to one another and believe that another person owes us anything for simply being a decent human being, because that should be a given. And that is very much, for me, rooted in childhood trauma, where nothing ever was unconditional. Love was not unconditional for me. If I ever received anything, it was not unconditional. And that was very, very deeply ingrained in me. And that's why I would still struggle with allowing myself to receive goodness in life, because I was like, well, if I receive all of that, then I have to return this, but I might not have the capacity to return this. I might not have the strength, the power, the time, the energy to return this right now. But if there's expectations on me when I receive something, and then it comes with this burden, it comes with these expectations, this pressure, then I don't want it. And that's why I used to struggle with receiving still so much. And I released that today as well. Okay. Hey guys, I went through this like little I had to hike to go to this beach, to get to this beach where I'm at now. And I was so close to leaving, and I thought, I've already done enough today. I've already explored enough today. I'm so proud of myself that I even came here and stuff. But then I was like, why the fuck would I not just go over here? Because I knew there's like the secret beach, and now that I'm in this area, right? But I was holding myself back for some reason, and I know the reason, which is just new things, right? Like new things are scary, which that's not true. Like that's just an old story. It's an old fucking story, and it's not true at all. It's just that new things are only scary if you're not present. If you're scared of life, if you don't trust life, if you think that bad things will happen when you don't know what to expect and you just assume the worst, that's when new things are scary. But they don't have to be. And now I'm here at this beach. It's like, it's so amazing. And I also just wanted to, because of course I had some thoughts, just me in the ocean. And I know I said earlier, the only thing that I felt I was missing was community. But once I settled in with myself and just really brought myself back to the present moment, and I got over my little bit of anxiety of being in a new place and not knowing my surroundings and stuff, as soon as I settled in with that, I started to be more in the present, and I was like, I'm not missing anything. Like the only thing, as I just walking here at this beach, like the only thing I need is myself and nature. The only thing I need is me. I truly just need me and no stress. I just need myself and being here and not being distracted by noise and being distracted by limiting beliefs and time, feeling like I have to be somewhere else, feeling like I need to hurry up, feeling like things need to be different, because they don't need to be different, because everything is already perfect and I already have everything I need, and so do you. And that's just a little update on the thoughts that I had earlier, because, and look, this is how quick you can change shit. That's literally how quick you can change something. Hey guys, it's way later and I'm home, and I just wanted to say, just because I don't need anything in my life in order to be happy, I don't need anything from the external, because I'm fulfilled within myself, doesn't mean that I wouldn't fucking love a community, okay? So in case you also would love to be part of a community, then come into mine. I would love to have you, because life is better together. And my dream really is to build a community of like-minded people who have been through some rough fucking times and who just fucking get it, but also who know that they have the strength to pull themselves out of it. And earlier when I was at the beach and stuff, I was thinking, as I was observing other people, which that's just what you do. Did I get sunburned? I think it looks like it. Oopsie. I think that was from driving home though. Shit. Anyway, I was driving home and the sun like it was like burning right into my eyes and I barely could see. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was not great. I, you know, thought about sunglasses because I don't have any, but that would have been very beneficial today. In any case, so I just wanted to say I want to build a community of people who, right, so as I was observing and listening, overhearing, I mean, maybe I was listening on purpose what other people were saying and stuff, and I realized that, for some people to be on this secluded beach on this island in Thailand is like not such a big deal than it is for me. For me, it's like something that is like out of a movie. For me, it's something that I still have to come to terms with. You know what I mean? For me, it's not something that I consider to be possible for me. And I'm still, after being here for over a month, I'm still settling in to the experience, and I'm still like trying to truly fully understand what's happening here, because it's just been so like, it's like so insane to me, you know what I mean? Like, how did this happen? Well, I know how, but I still have to, my body still has to understand, and I'm so terribly grateful for that. And I just want to share this with the world, because I want those people who are like me and who had to go through so much, I want them to know that it's possible to change your life. And again, I was just like listening to other people, and it's just like, people who haven't been traumatized as much, I think it's so much harder for people who have had a really hard childhood and all of that stuff, and like have been in addiction and all of that, like that journey, if you have been on this journey or if you are on that journey, and then it's like so incredibly hard to change that life, right? To turn it around. And there's people out there who didn't have to go through this, and I'm genuinely just so happy for them. Like, I'm not mad at all about my journey, because my journey is beautiful and it is mine, and I know I went through everything for a reason. But I think I'm even more so grateful for my journey, because it makes everything so much more special. Nevertheless, today I realized that other people didn't have it as rough. But there's so many like me. There's so many who had it just as rough or even rougher, and it's not fucking competition. But also just a realization that other people just had it easier, like an easier start, which is, again, beautiful and perfect, and that's just the way it is. Everyone's journey is unique, and everyone has their own shit to carry. But to be there for those who didn't have it easy. That's my peeps. And I just wanted to say that. And now I really have to take care of this sunburn. Fuck's sake. Okay, I'll speak to you tomorrow. But honestly, it's been the best fucking day. It's been the absolute best day, because I went to this faraway beach, and then I like climbed some rocks and stuff to get to another secret beach, and then I went to this waterfall, and then I like drove the whole time, just the whole thing by myself with the scooter, which is, to me, it's a big thing. And and I was listening to my music this whole time, and as I was driving back, I'm like, oh my god, like, is this for real? As I'm like driving up and down the hills of the island and just like, what the hell, like through the jungle. And I'm like, how did I, like, this is happening, and I did it all by myself, you know what I mean? And that makes me so incredibly proud of myself. And yeah, it just was the most wonderful day, and I'm so glad to get to share it with you. So thank you so much for watching. I highly appreciate you, and I'm sending you so much love. I'm wishing you the utmost best day or sleep or whatever else you're up to. Remember that you can change your life in any given moment. You can change your way of thinking in any given moment. You don't have to live a miserable life. Remember that you can take your power back. Remember that you are in charge of your own life, and that maybe life feels hard right now. Maybe you're in addiction. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe all of these horrible things. But trust me, let me tell you, from a person who used to be in addiction for over 20 years and depressed as fuck and self-harming and all of that stuff, who's now at the beach in Thailand. Things can change. This is what I'm here to share with you, and it starts with you. You are in charge, and once you remember your power, then life becomes magical. Okay, so I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.